We got to wake up. We got to wake up. Tryna change this stream, we about to blow up. Passing with my homies, been a bad try. We gotta pray, we gotta pray, Mommy telling boy, you got to pray, we got to pray.
Welcome to my YouTube channel, man. My name is Camilo the king of Dennisville because I'm pronounced my king. So in this video, I'm just gonna be speaking about my 1 or 2 months experience in Varsity, right? Let's just get to it. So from day one, right? From day one, me arriving in Varsity, yo man, damn, it was so stressful. But prior to that, there is like a whole other portion of events that actually happened before that, right? So I'm just gonna start from the actual day of arriving, right, which would be the day before registrations, right? Yeah, the day before registrations, which I think was on the 18th or 19th, I don't remember, but it was Sunday. That day it was Sunday. So the registrations were happening on the 20th. Yes, the 20th of January. I went for registrations. Actually, I slept there, like in Varsity. There was, okay, to the Varsity that I'm in right now, there's like an emergency room, right, whereby people sleep if they don't have it's not really a sleeping room, but it's like an emergency room whereby you can stay there for whatever time that you're gonna be there without accommodation, right? So I stayed there with my mom for that night. It was Sunday, so we slept there on Sunday, right? But we didn't really sleep because we don't know what was going on, so we were just up, we just awake for that whole night, right? So the full day is Monday. Okay, now it's the actual registration day, right? So man, you know the ups and downs of registering. Yo guys, if you are going to school, rather university, you need to have patience, you need to have a heart for registrations, right? It's hard, man. It's really hard. At some point you will break down. At some point you will feel like, okay, this is really useless. Why am I even doing this? Why am I listen, you're gonna feel like everything is just so unfair to you, and unfortunately that's how it should be. Unfortunately, that's like the process. And listen, it might take you a week. You don't take a day. You can never be sure with just a day. Listen, I guarantee you that you're gonna take more than a day. It could be 3 days, it could be a week, a whole week. So for me, but it took me like a week. Why? Because when I got to university, right, I went to university not accepted yet, right? Not accepted yet. So when you register, obviously you have to go to your faculty and register there, right? Oh, unfortunately, okay, when I got to, actually I had applied for law, right? Boy, I don't know what I was doing there. I don't know what I was thinking. Literally, I honestly don't know what I was thinking when I was applying for LLB, right? So I went to law faculty. When I got there, they told me that, okay, sorry, say you have to wait, right? You have to wait until we actually accept you, right, into this faculty. I was like, but how? I don't know these things, innit? I don't know these things. Okay, and I'm like, oh sure, then I'll wait. After a few days, I go back to the faculty. Mind you, I was staying in this res. It's the day res. Kagiso, shout out, man. I stayed there for like 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks after that I left. Yeah. So people were really helping out there. Like they helped me with registrations, accommodation, basically everything. Literally everything. So supportive, man. Wow. Man. So after those few days, right, I went back to the faculty. When I got there, it told me like, oh, sorry, say the faculty is full, so therefore we cannot be taking more people. And I was like, why is this thing happening to me? Why is this thing happening to me? And I felt like, oh man, this is not for me. I'm going back home. After that, I went to which I went to. Oh yeah, my second choice. My second choice was agriculture. Not that I loved it. Also, when I got to the faculty of, which faculty is it? Yeah, when I got to that faculty, they told me also that, oh sorry, also the faculty is full, so therefore we cannot take you also. And I was like, wow, okay. Oh, actually, I asked that lady that was helping us, right, that was helping us, and I asked like, where do I go now? Because it seems like wherever I go it's full. So like, what I actually asked her like, what do you suggest I do? Where do I have to go now? um she actually suggested that I go check out the EMS faculty, right? I was like, oh, sure, I mean, I'll do that. So when I got to EMS faculty, they told us only two courses were available, which were BCom accounting and BCom entrepreneur. And I was like, I asked that lady, and I was like, okay, between the two, which course is more similar or more close to law, right? And she said, no, no, that isn't any. I was like, oh, flip, man. Okay. I was like, how would you give me become entrepreneur? Mind you, I don't know anything about business. I don't know anything about economics. I don't know anything about business or whatever that has to do with business. I know nothing, right? I did physical sciences, life sciences, whatever in high school, right? So when I got there, okay, now I'm gonna be doing this course, become entrepreneur. I don't know what to expect, right? But well, at first I really struggled. I really struggled to understand the whole concept of business, right? The whole context of commerce, right? So for the first few weeks or days, I really struggled. Mind you, I was doing something that I didn't really love, so it was really hard for me to actually accept that, okay, I'm actually doing this thing and I need to love it and I need to learn it. So yeah, I did it for like first yeah first few days were really tough, but as time went by, I really fell in love with it. I really understood it, right? I really wanted to learn it. And you know what Ne? What I really found interesting about it is that it's business. I'm concentrated, right? So, and for me, I want to be an actor, right? I want to be an actor, and I know I'm gonna be an actor. I've been saying this and I don't know for how long, but yes, I'm gonna be an actor, period. Yeah. So for someone who is an actor, you don't really have a stable job, right? You don't really have a monthly paycheck, right? So you live on a job after the other one. You have to pander, you have to hustle. So I was like, oh man, actually, let me be streetwise about this course that I'm doing, right? How about I take this course, not that I don't love it. How about I take it, and when I'm an actor, I will be able to maybe open a business, right? Yeah. So I love the course that I'm doing right now. So far it has been good, it has been nice. There are ups and downs. Learning something that you don't know, learning something that it's your first time doing it's really amazing. And the more you are interested into that thing, I think the more you excel in it, right? Well, now I got my results. Now it's the end of first semester, first year. I got my results. I did good. I did fine. I didn't fail any module, thank you to God. But there's just this one other module that I nearly just and I know the reason why I nearly failed that module is that at first I didn't really pay much attention at first, because it was like, okay, this thing I'm doing it, and next month I'm gonna change it. Next month I'm gonna change it. So I was not really focused. I was not really focused into anything that I was being taught, right? So because I was not really interested. Honestly, I wasn't interested, and I felt like, oh my goodness, this is really not it. I'm not really cut out for this module. I'm not a business person. I'm not a commerce person. You know, so but as time went, as I said, as time went, I really fell in love with the course that I'm doing. It's nice, man. It's really nice. Wow, it's really nice. And actually, I had planned to change this course next year. I'm gonna change into LLB because I thought law was for me. I don't know why I even thought law was for me. I am not that person. I'm really not that person. I don't know, but I think I just really loved how lawyers looked. Yeah, but I'm not really cut out for being a lawyer. Yeah, so I'm not changing the course that I'm doing. I love it. Okay, now that I'm done with all of that, registering and all that, yeah. Now it's the time to go to classes, to experience varsity, to meet people, right? Yo, man, guys, you know what? People that get depressed by a varsity. Listen, I don't blame you. We are different. It's you. It's you, and be you. Ne? Let it depress you if it's depressing you. Don't force yourself that, okay, I have to be normal, I have to be like any other person, I have to adjust. No, don't force yourself to adjust too quickly. If you take like 2 months and still you're not adjusting, then fine. That is you. Take your time. It's a huge adjustment from high school to university, a whole total different environment, right? So you just need to tell yourself that, okay, this is new to me. This is new to me. I cannot force myself into this thing. And you know what? It's taken granted when you tell people that, okay, man, I think I'm really suffering with adjusting to university. I'm really, I'm really finding it hard to connect with people. It's real. It's real. I felt it because also I was dealing with my own things. I was dealing with my father's passing. So, and when you meet new people expect you to be happy. People expect you to be bubbly, to be vibey, and at that time you're dealing with your things, and when you're not that vibey person, they'll be like, oh, okay, okay, excuse you, Babo. No, man, it's just you going through your things. And, you meet nice ladies as a gent. Hey, guys, girls are beautiful. Girls are beautiful. I got to see that, okay, there are girls in this world. But one thing that I've learned is that you need to choose one, man. You need to choose one. You cannot grabba them. As Wasabi says, you cannot grabba them because they will grabba you. And when you try to finish them, they will finish you before you could even finish them. And also there are those that you want. Hey guys, I fell in love. I fell in love during registrations. I fell in love with so many girls. I fell in love with so many girls. When I turn this way, I look at this nice one and be like, okay, this one I'm gonna marry. When I look at this side, okay, and then wow, okay, this one I'm marrying. Cut that one out. What? Okay, I'm going. But yeah, I think that was just me being new to that environment, right? But obviously there is a person that I chose. Yeah, that I chose. I don't know if she would love to choose me, but I have chosen her. Um, yeah, man. Yeah. So there are those ones that you feel like, okay, you want to go after, but guys, it's fine to admit that yeah, but I think that's just normal. By the way, guys, there's a huge. I think I mentioned something about school and varsity, right? Let me just go back a bit. The difference between high school and varsity is that at high school, usually, okay, for me, for what I have experienced, a chapter, a chapter in a textbook, a chapter, we for me, we finished that in like a week's time, right? But when I got to varsity, actually, we can do a chapter in less than 3 hours. In less than 3 hours, I was shocked. I was literally shook, man. I was like, what? How do you even finish a chapter in just one day, man? How on earth? Damn it. Yo, man, workload is super huge in varsity and in school. I think everything is just smooth, but it's a lot of work. In this side, everything is just everything is just over. Everything is just, you have to balance everything. You need to budget, you need to stick onto that budget. uh yo, it's a lot, man, it's a lot. But yeah, if you are a new student, or you are applying, or you, yeah, just it's fun, ne? I think it's like the best experience that one could ever have in their life. It's really cool environment. It's really cool experience. It's a nice adventure, man. It's a nice adventure. Okay, yeah, quick tips for someone who is going to university, right? Yeah. For registrations, take everything. Take your ID, take everything that you think might be needed. Even that thing that you think might not be needed, take it, take it. And also take money, budget before you could go to, because you don't know where you're gonna sleep first and foremost, right? Yeah. So you need to just budget and take enough, pocket money. Yeah. Oh, coins. Take enough pocket. Also, this is what you should know. Listen, in university, not everyone is a hater. There are people who can really help you. I got help. Like, I was on my way, like going home, right? And then I met these people from Kagiso. I actually met KG, and I also met, who did I meet? People from KG now would think that I don't know their names. I met Khao, Palesa. Yeah, they were having like a small table there. So, and KG actually approached me and my mother, and they were like, "Oh, where are you guys going?" I was like, "No, we are going home because I can't find school." He was like, "No, you can come. I mean, the guy can stay with us for 2 weeks, and then after that 2 weeks, everything will be sorted." And I was like, thank goodness. And also, don't be nervous. There are also first years there, so calm down. It's not only you. Again, if you register for something that you don't love, right? If you find yourself registering for something that you don't love, there's a chance that you might love it. I love what I'm doing right now, and I never planned to do this thing, but I'm really loving it. Don't panic. You can change that. Furthermore, just try to meet people. Try to meet people as much as you can. Don't be alone all the time, because you need people to speak to, you need people to engage. You need to introduce yourself to other people. That really helps. You might find a friend, you might find a wife, you might find a husband there within those friends. You never know. Yeah. And also, you know why I say you should introduce yourself to people, engage with people. You're gonna get lost. Your first few weeks in varsity, you're gonna get lost like nobody's business. You're gonna be in the wrong class for like a whole 2 hours, in the damn wrong class. And after that class, you'll realize, okay, oh damn, this was a wrong class. How did this happen? Damn. Why? Because you don't want to talk to people. You don't want to ask. You want to ask. Or else uzolahleka every day of your life. Last but not least, read your books. Read your books, man. Read your books, even if it's something that you don't love. It's something that you just fell into. Read the books, man. Just read the books, and try as much as possible. Because at first I feel like, I don't know, what is it? What is this thing that I'm doing? Probably I'm gonna change it. So why do I have to invest so much into this thing? But hey, funny enough, I fell in love with it. So now I got my results, and I feel like I should have done more. I should have really invested more into my studies and all that. Yeah. So that's all, man. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for subscribing. I know you subscribed already. Thank you very much for liking and sharing and commenting. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Hey, this YouTube thing is nice, man. Hey.